Good morning. My name is Emma. Welcome to today's Move and Meditate class with the theme of compassion. So this past week, I've been following all the wildfire chaos that's happening out in LA, and I live on the East Coast, and I just feel a little bit helpless. And I think in the world we live in today, there are a lot of things that come up that make us feel helpless, like we can't do anything to change what's going on. And I'd like to take a moment to share a practice that helped me deal with this feeling of helplessness. And that was by focusing on gentle compassion, not just for myself, but for everyone in my own community and all the communities and places where there is currently suffering. And yeah, I just want to share a little bit of love. And this feels like a way that I can do that. It's my cat. Yeah, so if you haven't done a move and meditate practice with me before, the general layout is we're gonna start with a little bit of breath work just to ground into our space and drop into our body. And then since this theme today is all about the heart, we're gonna do some gentle movement that opens the area around our heart. So neck, shoulders, upper body, back. And today's class is gonna be seated. All these movements are really gentle, so even if you have an injury, you should be able to do most of them. But as always, do what you can, and just if there isn't if one of the movements doesn't work for your body, just do something else. We're just using movement to come into our bodies. And so if you feel intuitively that a different movement would be better for you, I will encourage you to do that. So we're gonna do about 10-15 minutes of movement, and then we're gonna follow it with a 10-15 minute meditation on compassion. So that's that, and we'll just begin. So finding yourself in a comfortable seat. If you prefer, you can stand up. Get a nice long spine. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Imagine you have a cord pulling up from the top of your head through the ceiling, creating space between your vertebrae. And if it feels comfortable, you can close your eyes and let your hands rest open in your lap in a gesture of receptivity. And then before we do anything else, before we even change the rhythm of our breath, let's just notice how we're breathing right now. Maybe you just woke up and your breathing is still nice and slow and deep. Or maybe you've been up for a while and you're breathing a bit faster. Notice if your breath stops in the chest. And if it does, begin to deepen your breath, pulling each inhale into your belly. And as you exhale, pull your belly button into the spine, letting all the air out. Deepening the breath and pulling it into your belly. And then begin to notice if your inhale is longer or shorter than your exhale. And see if in the next few rounds of breath you can make the inhale and exhale equal length. And if it helps, you might add a count to your breath, inhaling and exhaling for a count of 4. Just finding a nice, even, natural rhythm with your breathing. And then gently begin to bring your attention to your heart space, the area just behind your breastbone. And if it helps you to come to your heart, and if it helps, maybe you place one or both hands over the heart as you begin to feel your heartbeat, that gentle pulsing rhythm of your own life, beating at the center of your being. And as you draw your attention here, your breath here, begin to picture, feel into your unique heart energy. You might imagine the heart as a ball of light at the center of your chest, in any color or texture that you like. Or you might just feel into the heart, noticing sensations like tingling or heat. Recognizing your own heart's energy. Continue to take a few deep, even breaths here as we set our intention for today's practice. So our theme today of compassion, it's not just about giving of ourselves to others. It's about making sure that our own cup is full. So as we move out in the world, we aren't giving what we don't have. We're sharing from a place of enoughness, of love, of deep compassion for ourselves. And so I want you to take a moment to reflect on what drew you to your practice today. And as you do so, just feel a deep sense of gratitude that you took this time to show up, to move and meditate with compassion, with love. Take one final deep breath into your belly. And as you exhale, let go of your intention. Let your hands fall to your lap. Just let it all go. Let's take one more deep breath in. And exhale, let everything out. Maybe a deep sigh from the mouth. And then bring your hands together at your heart and gently rub your palms together, creating a little bit of heat. And then we're going to use the hands to wake the body up. So glide them over the top of your head, down the back to your neck. Give yourself a little neck rub. Bring your hands to your shoulders and glide them down your arms to your wrists. Give a nice big stretch. Take your hands to your chest, to your sides, to your back. glide them down to your thighs and gently rub along the thighs, coming back into your body, into the space. And as you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and take a little intuitive movement as we come into the movement portion of our practice today. You're going to bring your hands to your knees, and then on an inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin, arch through the spine, and look up. And as you exhale, curl through your spine, look towards your belly button. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, curl over and down. Let's do a few more with our own breath. Moving to your own rhythm as we gently warm up the spine. Nice, and begin to take a little intuitive movement here. So you might take some gentle circles with your hips or some gentle neck circles. It might feel good to fold forward or stretch out through your shoulders. Just gently warming up through your spine. And then take one final breath as you begin to come back up to a nice straight spine. And gently let it go. Begin to bring your hands to prayer at the heart. Press the palms together, creating a little bit of pressure between your palms. And then on an inhale, we're gonna lift the hands as we press the elbows together. And then exhale, keep the pressure between your palms as you press the elbows back out. So right up the middle, inhale and exhale. Let's do 4 more. 2. Keep that pressure. 3. Last one. And press the elbows out. Beautiful. Release the pressure. Bring your hands into fists and press your knuckles together now. We're going to bring the knuckles to your chin. Take a deep breath in. And then on an exhale, press your knuckles up as you lift the chin, gently stretching through the front part of your neck. Keep those elbows pressing together as you lift the chin up. And take a few gentle breaths. Gently begin to release the hands, release your chin back to center. Let's release the hands to the lap and take some gentle neck circles, going in one direction to start. You might move slow or fast. And if at any point you come across a place where there's extra tension, maybe you just stop and take a deep breath. Before you continue your neck circles in the same direction. And then switch and go the other way, neck circles the opposite direction. Take one more full breath where you are. And gently bring your head back to neutral. We're going to bring our hands together, interlace the fingers. Bring them to the nape of your neck. On an inhale, press your elbows out and back as you lift through the chest, lift through the chin. And then as you exhale, begin to curl through your spine, draw your elbows together and gently pull down on your back of your head. This is just a gentle stretch for the back of your neck. Core is engaged to protect your low back. Take a few deep breaths as you relax into this. And then slowly begin to release your hands We're gonna take one more movement here, just a gentle spinal twist. So begin to bring one hand to your opposite knee. And then we're gonna inhale, reach the other arm up and over, taking a side stretch, reaching that hand. And then instead of letting your chest and gaze fall down towards the floor, lift it up so your gaze is reaching toward the ceiling, chest and chin are lifted. And breathe into that side body. Slowly begin to come up on this side, and we'll switch opposite hand, opposite knee. Reach that arm up. Make sure your gaze and chest aren't falling, but lifting towards the ceiling. Don't forget to breathe. One more breath. And release. Okay, I lied. That wasn't the last one. We're going to do one more just to open up through our hips before we come back into a seated position. So bring your hands behind you, bring your feet out in front, and just gently let your knees fall from side to side. And then plant your feet. Hands come behind you, fingertips face toward the front, towards the front of the room. And then we're gonna inhale, we're gonna press our feet into the floor as we lift the hips, lift the chest, let the head fall back. And exhale, drop it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, drop it down. Take one more. And exhale it down. Now we're gonna cross one ankle over one knee and just gently rock from side to side. Take a few deep breaths. And then we'll switch, bring that foot to the floor, opposite ankle, and just gently rock. Slowly come back to center, place your feet, and then find yourself back in a comfortable seat. We're gonna move into our meditation. If you wanna take any final movements here, go ahead, take any last movements that feel good before we come into stillness. A nice, long, straight spine. And just gently begin to fall back into that nice, even rhythm with your breath. Allowing each inhale to fill your body, to fill your belly. And each exhale, belly button presses into the spine as you release. And just take a moment here to notice how different your body, your energy feels after a little bit of movement. Maybe it feels more spacious, more energized, everything's flowing a little bit easier from your breath to the gentle currents of energy that flow throughout your whole body. And then slowly begin to guide your attention back to your heart. And imagine or feel into your heart's energy. It may feel similar to the beginning of class, or maybe it's shifted too. But just getting a sense for how your heart feels And gently using the breath, begin to allow your heart's energy to expand out from your heart space. So with each inhale, it gently expands a little bit further into the areas of your body surrounding the heart. And with each exhale, it gently sinks into your body, into your bones, into your organs. So with each inhale, the heart's energy gently spreads. And with each exhale, it gently sinks in, allowing it to go through your torso, down your arms, into your hands, down into your hips, your pelvis, your legs, down past the knees, all the way to your feet, up into your neck, your head, your whole body fills with the heart's energy. And then take a moment to bring to mind a situation from your own life where you needed or wanted a little extra love and compassion. It could be as recent as this morning, or as far back as your childhood. But bringing to mind that version of you who felt like they were suffering, who just wanted to be understood. And imagine that version of you comes forward to sit in front of you. You gaze into each other's eyes and see reflected back the deep love and respect that they have for you and you for them. And then take a few deep breaths as you imagine your heart's energy expanding past the boundaries of your own physical and energetic body and enveloping that version of you, the version of you who just wanted to be loved, understood, seen. Share this love, this heart's energy with that version of you. And maybe you say out loud or in your head, I love you. I see you. I respect you. I understand. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. That old version of you fades or walks away. And now someone new enters the picture, someone close to you who you know could use a little extra love, compassion, and understanding. Your spouse, your sibling, your best friend, someone close. They gently sit down in front of you. And once more, using the breath, you allow the energy of your heart to expand past the boundaries of your own energetic system, reaching toward that person from your life who could use it now. And maybe you say aloud or in your own head, I love you. I see you. I respect you. I understand. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And gently let that person go. Now we're going to expand our awareness into our community, to the people that we see all the time in our lives. The person who pours us coffee, the cashier at the grocery store, the person you see every time you go to the gas station. All those people in your community, living near you in the same area, on the same land, lives so close and yet so distant at the same time. And now allow your gentle heart energy to expand past the boundaries of your own body again, infusing all those beautiful community spaces, touching all those beautiful souls, all of whom just want the same thing: love, recognition, respect, and understanding. Sending your love out into the world, into your community. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And gently let them go. And then finally, we'll bring to mind a group that could use a little extra compassion and love. I mentioned at the beginning of this video the people from the fires in LA, but there are so many people who can use a little extra compassion. So if there's someone specific you want to honor today, begin to bring them to mind. These strangers whose faces and lives you don't know, but they also just want the same thing as you: love, recognition, respect, and understanding. Sending that heart energy out into the world and trusting that it'll find those who need it the most. Your boundless love going exactly where it's most needed. Take a final deep breath in and gently let them all go. Slowly begin to bring that reaching out of the heart's energy back into your body, drawing it back into your heart. And maybe you begin to place one or both hands over the heart, bowing your head, and knowing that when you fill your own cup, when you take care of yourself, show yourself compassion, take time to process and breathe, you are more able to share with others. And love itself, the heart's energy, is boundless and infinite. It doesn't run out. There's enough for you and for every other human on this planet. So we bow our heads in deep love and compassion for ourselves and those around us. And we say thank you. Begin to deepen your breath. As you gently begin to wake yourself back up, bringing tiny movements to your fingers and your toes. Maybe you give yourself a gentle hug, or take a nice big open arms stretch. And then as you're ready, and no rush, gently open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed today's practice to open your heart and share a little compassion with the world. My name is Emma, and if you'd like some more move and meditate practices, I teach on Insight Timer and also here on YouTube. Thank you, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Don't forget to follow me. Bye.